The next really important part of melody writing is establishing a journey. I hear a lot of songs that start out just great. They're really pleasant to listen to. And then, has this ever happened to you? You get bored at some point. And what creates that boredom? Usually too much repetition. Repetition in songwriting is a great thing until you do it one time too many. And then it becomes an awful thing. And I always say you can go from brilliant to boring in about one line. You know, about 5 seconds. And the journey of a song is no different than the journey of a symphony, you know, or a concerto. It's just a little shorter genre. But if you listen to a great piece of classical music, you got your theme, you got your variation on a theme, then what do you have? The departure section, the thing that makes you want to hear the first thing again. This is what melody writing is all about. Doing something, doing it again maybe, and then doing something else that by the time you're finished with that something else, by the nature of how it's written, the listener is dying to hear the first thing you did again. If you can remember that basic concept, it works for every kind of music I know. And, you know, like when you hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow and you hear Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a place that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Are you willing to hear that again? Yeah. And somewhere over the... And after they do that the second time, what do? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds... You hear how different that is? The movement of the words, the attack of it, the range is different. Everything about it's different. And when you end up hearing it, when it finishes, what do you want to hear again? Somewhere over the... Oh, good. There's that part again. That's the saying I always want everybody to say when they listen to my songs, and I get from a section to another section and back to the first thing I did again. I want them to go, assuming they're still listening, oh, good, there's that part again. So when the Beatles do, try to see it my way, only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong, about we can't work it out, we can't work it out, and then they do it again, and what you're saying, and get it wrong, and still you think, and then what do? Life is very short, and there's no time. Pretty different, huh? And by the time that finishes, I will ask you once again. Try to see my way. Oh, good, there's that busy part again. 8 days a week is the same song as We Can Work It Out, by the way. Ooh, I need your love, babe, and you know it's true. 8 days a week, we can work it out. 8 days a week. And then 8 days a week, life is very short. And there's not... Songs are just models of each other. You don't listen to those two songs and go, oh, it's the same song. Because they're just, the form is the same. Everything else about it is different. But they're employing the same tactic in terms of doing the really quick melodic phrasing thing and then doing the halftime slowed down thing that makes you want to hear the quick thing again. So let's go over what I consider to be the 4 elements of what makes up a good song journey.